Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Dustin Phillips Live. And we are in a special location. If you haven't already noticed, no, we did not add a fireplace to our home. That would have been quite a project, and we wouldn't have been done by this point. But we are here in southwestern Virginia, live at what we're calling the Ponderosa. So some relatives or extended relatives of the Osbornes, Kristen's family, have graciously lent us their den from which we are coming live. So I'm still the same Dustin, but just in a different place. And of course, still behind the camera is my lovely wife and the executive producer of this show, Kristen Phillips.
Hi, everyone. I'm also still the same Kristen, just in a different location.
Isn't that cool? You can be the same person in multiple locations. So, of course, this is also a special show because this is the first live audience that we've had in the studio with us. And it would be you might be able to hear them back there. I don't know how well our microphones block out sound, but I'm sure you may have heard something. But just know that we have an enthusiastic, supportive audience behind the camera that we would love to show you, but it's hard to turn the camera. So you'll just have to imagine them back there. But who do we have back there with us, Kristen?
Oh, back behind us. We have, let's see, my dad, my mom. Hey, Mama. Mama just came in. We have Lily down there. I know Jess is behind my chair here. We've got Kim over here. And we also have, two monkeys joining us, little stuffed monkeys. George. Kid and Theodore. Sherry somewhere. Back behind. Anyone else around? Is that it? We've got quite the crew here.
Yes, we do. And we've also, I'm sure, got quite a crew online as well. So if you are joining us on the live stream, per usual, we'd love to hear from you. In fact, the only way that we know that you're out there is if you put a comment in there or maybe even just like the video. Just say hello to us, and we'd love to give you a little shout-out there if you haven't done that already. But have we had any shout-outs so far?
We haven't yet.
Okay.
Oh, wait. They're coming through. I was wondering if it was me. All right, let me look at them. I saw two. Yeah, we have a couple. Sarah Brown says, great look. Love the new location.
Oh, thank you, Sarah.
And Sally Harvey says, hello, Dustin and Kristen.
Hello, Sally. Well, it's good to hear from you both, and I'm sure we'll hear from more people as we continue along. So tonight, as usual, it is All Request Monday, where you can submit your requests, and we will play them if we know them. So get those requests in. Kristen will be keeping track of the comments. And for our live studio audience, all you have to do is whisper your request in Kristen's ear, and she will note it down. So we're playing as many requests as we can within this hour. And we're going to start off, I think, with a Beach Boys tune called I Get Around. So here we go. right, we made it to the end of that first song. Oh, thank you, studio audience. Just a little round of applause. Again, it's really different having a studio audience, but it's so much fun. And of course, the group of monkeys that we have back there. Not the whole studio audience are monkeys, to make that clear, but there are a handful of them. They're also delightful. Well, we hope that you're having an excellent Labor Day wherever you are. In fact, we've been here, Kristen and I, the whole weekend, spending a lot of time with Kristen's parents. Out of breath. The Beach Boys can do that too. But we've had a great time visiting with everyone up here, enjoying the extended weekend, and we hope that you've been able to relax at home as well. Speaking of relaxing at home, anyone else showing up at this point?
Yes, everybody kind of showed up at the same time here.
Oh, wow.
So let's catch up. Teresa Bays says, hi, friends.
Hello, Teresa.
Debbie Wetfeld said, hi, guys.
Hey there, Debbie.
Let's see. Jennifer Kelly says, great new location.
Oh, thank you, Jennifer.
Joe Isinger says, hey, Dustin, my dude. Tips hat.
What up, my dude?
Tips
Joe.
hat.
Oh, yeah, of course.
There's
yeah.
an action there. Jess Beaver says, hello from Phil and me.
Hello, Jess and Phil.
Ken Brown says, hello from the Browns. We can't wait to hear you play.
Ah, yes. Multiple Browns online tonight.
Let's see. Janet Smith says hello.
Hey there, Janet.
Sharon and Dave Reed are watching.
Wonderful. Good to hear from you both, Reeds.
And Sally Harvey said that she heard the applause. So good job, audience.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I suppose we'll keep the music rolling with, do we have any requests in the queue right now?
I have a couple.
Okay.
Just literally 2 right now.
All right. Well, we
So-
can start working through those if you'd like.
All right. Now I have 3. Well, how about we do the first one here that I got? So Lily, who's in our studio audience, this evening has requested a special song. She has requested that you play Fur Elise.
All right. Fur Elise by the wonderful composer Beethoven, or excuse me, Beethoven. So there we are. So this is Fur Elise by Beethoven. Happy Labor Day. Hope you enjoy. A nice modern edition of Fur Elise. Thank you, Lily, for that suggestion. So Lily was showing me earlier her version of Fur Elise, and she has an electric keyboard that actually lights up when you play the notes, which was really cool, and I don't have one of those yet. But maybe one day, if I'm as cool as Lily, I'll get one of my own. That's a Christmas gift idea for all of you out there. But that was a great suggestion. So what else do we have in our request queue at this point?
All right, so our first one in my virtual queue here is from Joe Eisinger, and he requested a medley of Louis Armstrong songs or songs associated with him.
Well, that's a good idea. So what I need some refreshments. I don't need any refreshments, but I need people to refresh my memory. So I mean, obviously we've got "What a Wonderful World." That's a classic. But what other Louis Armstrong songs are out there? Anybody?
Well, I feel like "When the Saints Go Marching In" is one. It's a big trumpet one that he's covered.
Okay. Yep.
Hello, Dolly.
Oh, how does that one?
Well, hello, Dolly. Well, hello, Dolly.
I don't know it well enough. We'll have to pass on that one. But yeah, so I think maybe we should stick with the two then.
Yeah, that will work.
We'll stick with those two. All right, so we've got "Oh, When the Saints" and "What a Wonderful World." So that should be fun. Here we go. A couple of Louis Armstrong songs there for you. Oh, thanks, y'all. Well, this is really fun. Well, yeah. I had a comment about Louis Armstrong, but I wasn't sure. Well, actually, I remember it now. Unless it's not okay to share this information, but Kristen has a pretty good Louis
Oh, no.
Armstrong impression.
Oh no.
So there was a point where both of us were working at home for, early on in the pandemic. Well, actually, it wasn't too early on, maybe mid, because we were in the Castleton apartment at that time.
Yeah, probably like late 2020.
Yeah, and so here I am, just honed in on my work, and Kristen just comes to the door. What song were you singing?
Probably What a Wonderful World.
Oh no, it was
No.
Danny Boy.
Oh, sorry,
So-
it was Danny Boy. Something completely unrelated.
Yeah, so she comes in and just completely oblivious to me working in the office, and she just opens the door and she sings, "Oh, Danny Boy, I love you so." I just turned around, like, what are you singing? That was a great memory.
It's just one of those things where you're like singing in your head, and then it just kind of comes out, and you don't realize it, and you don't realize what a disturbance it is. So that's our joke.
So, enough said. Like, we work together great. At the end.
Well, I have a couple more people who have jumped on.
Oh, wonderful.
So Ann Dickinson's jumped on and says that she likes the new view,
Oh, thank you, Ann.
and Donna Talent has jumped on and she's watching.
Well, hello, Donna.
Just for those who jumped on a little bit later, we are live from the state of Virginia in
Whoop,
my
whoop.
hometown of Wise. So we have a live studio audience here full of family members, and they are causing a ruckus back there with stuffed animals. And I'm not talking about like kids causing the ruckus. It's my dad and his sister who are causing the disturbance. So,
Oh, there's one of those troublesome
there we
monkeys
go.
right now. You never know what antics you're going to run into at the Ponderosa, so it's called.
you
Well-
ready for the next one in the queue?
Let's move right along.
I don't know how you go from that to another song. All right, so the next one's from Sarah Brown, and she has requested the hymn "Keep on the Firing Line."
Do you know that one?
I don't recognize
Does
it.
anyone in the studio audience know that one? The hymn "Keep on the Firing Line." We might have to take a pass on that one, Sarah. I'm sorry about
Sarah,
that.
is there another hymn that you would like to hear, or another song? Just put it in the comments, and we can replace it.
Yes.
So,
Hopefully we can.
so next is from Esther Brown, via Ken Brown, and she requests songs from Les Mis and or The Greatest Showman.
Okay. Could we do both?
Absolutely,
All
we
right.
can.
Well, let's see. I'm thinking through. So, what are some of your favorite songs from Greatest Showman?
The one at the very end. We will come back home.
Oh, right.
Home again. Oh,
Yeah.
that gets
I
me
know
fired up.
a little sliver of that. Yeah.
That's the one I know the best. I've only seen the movie like once. Listen, what's another song in that? Rewrite the
Was that-
Stars.
Oh, that's not a million. No.
A Million Dreams.
Well, yeah, that's
one
also
that we
there too.
know.
Yeah.
And Tightrope. Yeah.
Okay. I think I can do maybe a sampling of stuff from both. We'll see where we splat stuff in. I have I don't have most of the songs I don't have fully all together, but you'll probably get little paintings and pictures of them, little inspired little bits, and we'll see if we can throw them all together and make something that sounds okay. So here's a hodgepodge of things, maybe from Les Mis and maybe from The Greatest Showman. So we'll see. We'll see what comes together. Let's buckle in for this wild ride together. Hope you enjoy. like I said, a smattering of songs from both musicals that hopefully sounded close enough to the songs that I meant to play.
I think you did a great job, and so did our studio audience.
So blessed. #blessed. It's sort of an inside joke based on some stuff we learned yesterday in church. That was really great. I just realized I don't have a clock in front of me, so I need to make sure that I place some of the special features that we have planned for tonight. Yeah, okay. Kristen is helping me with the sign language.
I could just announce it. It's 8:25.
Okay, that's wonderful. I think we have time for one more request, and then we'll get to one of the special features for this evening.
All right, so the next one comes from Janet Smith.
All righty.
She says, love the Chicago music this past weekend at Symphony on the Prairie, I guess.
Oh, right, yeah.
Color My World is my favorite Chicago tune, but a mixture of a few would be nice.
Okay.
Do you know Chicago?
I do know some Chicago. Unfortunately, I don't know "Color My World" unless I'm just don't know the title and familiar with the tune.
Isn't it like...
Do we have any Chicago experts in our studio audience?
Color my world with sunshine yellow each day. It's something like that. Is that the right... That is a Color My World song. I don't know if that's the right one.
Well, I do know a few different Chicago songs.
We'll do that then.
All right. So we'll see. Here's a smattering of Chicago songs for you. Fun story to share about Chicago after the break. medley of Chicago songs, and I wonder if our our Chicago enthusiasts recognized all of the songs that are out there.
We do have a Chicago enthusiast in our studio audience, and she is nodding. Yes.
Wonderful. I'm glad I played them all clearly.
Well, I have someone else to say hello to in the comments real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Charlene Snell is watching. And also, Ann Dickinson says she's trying to listen and watch tennis tonight. So, fun facts.
Oh, wow. So, like, which one has the volume is the question. So
Yeah. And let us know which one's louder, us or tennis.
Yeah, it becomes kind of hard to balance those different sounds. But
And Janet Smith did say, super nice Chicago mix. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Janet. Well, in that case, just a reminder to our studio audience, you all can suggest things as well. I have only seen one person whisper in Kristen's ear.
I have a couple more from the studio audience.
Oh, you do? Mm-hmm. Okay, wonderful. So they have been whispering in your ear after all, and I just haven't seen it.
Yes. Yeah.
Wonderful. All right. Well, when we get to those, we will get to those in a moment. But we do have a special feature tonight, which we are bringing back another novelty song. So I think you all have enjoyed those before. And so we are going to do another one straight out of the 60s. So the ones we've done so far, as we're checking them off the list, we have done Does Your Chewing Gum Lose Its Flavor on the Bedpost Overnight? And the consensus is definitely, yes, it does. The second one is Who Put the Bomb in the Bomb? And the answer to that question is we don't know. But we're still looking for the guy who wrote the song that made my baby fall in love with me.
He pointed to me.
Just so it's all clear.
Y'all can't. Well, yeah, you can see it actually. Never mind.
Oh, can you?
Well, they can see you pointing at something over here. It's me.
Okay. So this next one that we're going to either introduce or remind you of is Splish Splash. I was taking a bath. So the studio audience is welcome to sing along. I'm sure the people watching via live stream would love to hear that if you know the words. So here we go. Here we go. La la la. I really hope that we don't clip the microphone on this one. But I'm really glad.
I'm watching. You're fine.
Thank you, producer. A splish splash, I was taking a bath, wrong upon the Saturday night. Rub-a-dub, just relaxing in the tub, I'm thinking everything was alright. Well, I stepped out the tub, put my feet on the floor, wrapped a towel around me and I opened the door. And then a splish splash, I jumped back in the bath. How was I to know there was a party going on? There was a splishing and a splashing, moving and a grooving, feeling with the feeling, rocking and a rolling, yeah. Bang, saw the whole gang dancing on my living room rug. Yeah, hip hop, they were doing the bop. All the teens had the dancing bug. And there was a lollipop with a Peggy Sue. Golly, Miss Molly was even there too. Well, a splish splash, I forgot about the bath. I went and put my dancing shoes on. I was rolling with the strolling, moving and a grooving, reeling with the feeling, splishing and a splashing, yeah. We got some dancers here in the studio audience too. I was rolling and strolling, I was moving and a grooving, I was a rocking and a rolling, I was a wheeling with the feeling, I was a rolling and a strolling, moving and a grooving, splishing and splashing, splishing and splashing, splishing and splashing, splishing and splashing, splish, splash, splish, splash, splish, splash. There's a splishing and a splashing. Splishing and a splashing. Woo! Well done, studio audience. I wish we had a camera that was pointing back there because we had some solid dance moves going on. and my wonderful father-in-law, Mike Osborne, is definitely out of breath. But he gave it his all. He gave it his all. I'm sorry, Kristen. I know that I clipped the mic regardless of your...
You were okay until you really went for the woohoo.
Woohoo! Hey.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
When you get the inspiration, you just have to go for it. Well, speaking of inspiration, do we have any other inspired requests on our list?
Yes, we do. Let me add this to my queue real quick.
Lily's not done over here dancing. Like she's resorted to push our sit-ups at this point.
Well,
we have to wear her out a bit more.
Since we had, such a higher energy song, we can bring it down a little bit and go back to Sarah Brown's request of a hymn.
Okay.
She said any hymn is great, something Isaac Watts or Fanny Crosby, or your personal favorite.
I feel like I always forget which songs Isaac Watts wrote, but I know that he wrote some that, like, I should obviously know that he did, but there are a few Fanny Crosby, the Fanny Crosby Show. So let's at least do one from Fanny Crosby, and then if you have any inspired ones, Kristen, from Google, from Isaac Watts, you can let me know. But we'll start with Blessed Assurance, which I know Fanny Crosby wrote, and we'll go from there. So here we go. Some hymns for Sarah Brown, and for everyone, if you want to listen. That was Blessed Assurance, a hymn by Fanny Crosby, who wrote the words and maybe the music too. I'm not sure. It could have been either one. I know that she wrote at least a lot of lyrics, and I think some of the tunes she wrote as well. But a lot of the tunes were added later on. So, yeah. I'm sure we could Google it and find out. Or at least our executive producer could. I don't have a computer in front of me, and it's hard to Google with the piano.
Yes. I can give you another song, and I can Google it while you play.
Yes, please do.
Well, first off, I would like to say hello to Donna Whitaker in the comments.
Well, hello, Donna.
She's joined us. I think that's it. Hello to Kim Womble in the comments.
Hello, Kim in the comments.
She's here in the studio audience.
Two places at one time.
And also commenting. But, yeah. Do you want me to give you another one in our queue here?
Certainly.
All right, so we will get back to a couple of hymns here in a second. But the next one in my queue right now, this is from Mike Osborne here in the studio audience.
Oh.
And this is what he said. So, backstory, we have 2 stuffed animal monkeys in our studio audience, which you're about to see, potentially, on camera. All right, so these monkeys are named The Kid and Theodore, and they want to hear something from the rock group, The Monkees.
So what? You'll have to remind me. I always get the Monkees confused with other groups. What?
The one with the most scarred neck is Kid.
Well, that is also good to know. So I mean, they obviously have their song, The Monkees. Yeah.
So I'm a believer.
Okay.
I know that one for sure. Daydream Believer is another one.
They really like to believe in things.
They do.
I know they did a TV show back in the day too, and I know a little bit of the theme song from that, and I know a little bit of Regular Believer, I suppose. Saw Her Face, Not Believer. Yeah. So we can mishmash those together and see what we get. Hopefully some good mashed potatoes or something. Well, yeah. So here we go. A little tribute to the Monkees, specifically dedicated to the Monkees in our studio audience. Here we go. I hope that was energetic enough for the Monkees in the audience. Thank you, studio audience. It really is cool having a little audience here in the den. It's usually just Kristen and I in a room all by ourselves. We can't even let our cat in. So if you were longtime viewers of Dustin Phillips Live, you'll know that we did have our cat with us for some of the early shows, and then we banished her from the room because she kept knocking over our camera. And you know the reason she knocked over the camera was because she doesn't like Kristen's singing voice. It was really sad.
At all. Like she will, if I even just sing quietly in the house, she will get up from where she is and make the effort to come over and to let me know that she doesn't like that.
Yeah.
She makes like a really strong effort to make sure that I know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we still love her.
It was all capped off by this one evening where we specifically we had a tribute or a song planned by request by Kristen's grandmother on her mom's side. It was a very special song, The 12th of Never, and we planned to sing it as a duet, and we did. And Charlie, our cat, comes into the room and just causes mayhem. I think she tries to bite your leg or maybe walk across the piano. I don't know. It was such a mess.
She ended up knocking over our iPad at the time.
Yeah, that was a mess. but yeah, so she is hereby banished from being in the production studio, and she's obviously not here tonight. But this goes to show that even the studio monkeys are better trained than Charlie is. Speaking of Studio Monkeys, what other songs have we got monkeying around in the request queue?
All right, we got a few more. How about we do one from our studio audience that was requested?
Okay.
My mom has requested the song Ebony and Ivory.
Ah, yeah. A little bit of classic Stevie Wonder plus Paul McCartney. I love that song. Let's give it a shot. Ebony and Ivory. It's what we all need to live in perfect harmony. A little bit of Ebony and Ivory from. Yeah, please go ahead. Don't let my speaking interrupt you. Ebony and Ivory from the genius combination of Stevie Wonder and Paul McCartney. I'm really sad that they didn't do really much more together other than that. I mean, we've got two musical geniuses in the same room. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing is the answer, in case you're curious. Well, any more requests in the request queue?
Yes.
Excuse me. What the request queue?
Well, since you don't have a clock, we're at 8:50.
Okay.
So I have two more requests, and then I have a few hymns that have been requested that I think would make a really nice closing medley.
Okay.
So, yes, let's go ahead and do. This first one is from Sharon Reed, not a hymn. This is the other request.
Yes.
From Sharon and Dave Reed, and says, "Since you are in Virginia, can you play any bluegrass music?"
Probably. Like what's a good bluegrass song though? There's a lot to choose from. Do we have any bluegrass fans in
Anyone
the
in
studio
our
audience?
studio audience? Anyone in our virtual audience as well? Well, while we think about that, hello to Karen Greco and Rosalie Thompson who have joined us.
Karen and Rosalie, a warm
Yes.
welcome to you all.
All right, and back to our bluegrass conundrum. I feel like you've played bluegrass before, but it's always been like
It's always been a style that's applied to a
yeah,
song, you know?
genre switch.
Well, that could be fun though. Do we have a song that we could turn into a bluegrass song?
Okay, I don't think you know Rocky
I don't
Top,
know Rocky
because I've
Top.
sang it for him before.
Very sad.
But
No, there.
but
But
can you do so we have two songs here from Kathy Brown. You've done Piano Man before. I don't know if you've done Rocket Man before or recently.
I have,
But-
but not recently. I know how to play it ish.
Do either of those work for a bluegrass genre swap?
we could do a medley of both of those in a genre swap. That could be fun.
All right, Sharon and Kathy, I think we're just going to put your requests together and see what comes out.
Yes. So what were those two? We had Rocket Man and what else?
Piano Man.
Piano Man. Rocket Piano Man. Okay, I love it. So that's a weird combination of man, but we will do that anyway. But anyway, so yes, Rocket Man and Piano Man together as sort of a bluegrass style. So here we go. Now, if only I thought to put like some kind of banjo sound effect on there, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it would have taken me a while to find it. But oh, thank you. Well, it's as close to piano bluegrass, a new style of music, bluegrass. As soon as you're done with the song, your hands get stuck to whatever instrument you're playing, and you can't play it anymore.
Sharon said that the bluegrass sound was great.
Well, thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much. So you said that there may be a few hymns that we could end the night off with, right?
Yep. So we have I Saw the Light. That's from Jessica Hibbett, who is sitting right behind me.
Ah, wonderful.
In the
That's
studio
another
audience.
bluegrass-ish tune.
And then we also have A Mighty Fortress.
Mm-hmm.
And that was requested by a few people. I know Joe Eisinger, I saw it. And Karen Greco here seconds that song in particular.
Okay.
And then we can end with Amazing Grace. And that's a request from Mamaw.
Ah,
Who's in our
wonderful.
who's in our studio audience as well.
Wonderful. Well, I'm happy to play all three of those hymns, and being as familiar as they are, you are welcome to sing along with us, whether you're here in the studio audience or at home. Maybe if we all sing loud enough, the whole world will hear us. I mean, sure, we'll give it a try at least. Here we go. A few hymns to close out our night. And, before I get into this, again, I should say thank you to y'all who have been very gracious to tune in each time that we've been putting these shows on. And a special thank you to all of you here in the studio audience who have been dancing along with us and singing along with us and just generally giving us a thumbs up. So thank you. So here's a few hymns to end our night. All right, a nice medley of hymns to end out our evening. Hope you sang along with us, clapped along, did whatever. And we are just so happy that you were here to enjoy it with us, however you decided to enjoy it. I'm thanking our extended family once again for providing us a wonderful space to share our music with you and for a lively studio audience that included monkeys. So I don't know if we can tilt the camera back or if people even want to be on camera, but I would show our supportive audience if we could.
Does anybody not want to be on camera? Are you okay?
Yes, I just want you to see, you know, the supportive folks that we have behind us who have made this show possible. Here's our extended family, and you'll see some of the monkeys along with us. She's the one who requested Fair Elise. So you've seen, you know, all the support that we've had to make the show a reality tonight. So thank you all for joining us on the live stream as you've always done, and we'll hope to be back with you on the first Monday of October, for which I don't have a date. Do you?
It is October the 4th at 8 p.m.
October the 4th. Well, come prepared with your favorite fall suggestions because fall will be in swing by then. And maybe it won't be too early that we can do some Halloween-related things as well. So you never know. But, of course, the requests are all up to you, so we can make the night whatever we want it. But for now, this night is coming to a close. We thank you so much for being with us. I'm Dustin signing off.
And I'm Kristen signing off.
And we'll hope to see you again soon. Good night.